using incentivized LinkedIn conversation ads to drive demos for a year, 2 years and a half, probably by now. And it's worked for us with some diminishing, not returns, but like increased costs, basically. But no one ever thought it would last even this long. Like we thought, oh, this may be a 6-month thing. It'll work for 6 months, and then we're going to find something else. And in some analyses, like it still shows the same thing. It's like, yeah, it works really well. It drives pipeline. But when we started to dig in more recently, because it was generating pipeline, but when we started digging into it more recently, like the last 6 months, it was like, oh, shoot. The ads are actually driving a lot of open, like getting pipeline to open, but it's not closing. And it's like at a much lower rate than any other channels. And so what happened is we were measuring ourselves at the open pipeline. And at that level, and that's pipeline. So a lot of marketers aren't even at that level yet, right? So we're like, hey, we should be pretty solid here. If we optimize the pipeline, we should be good. The behavior though was the incentivized ads would come in and still convert to pipeline at about the same rate, but then down the funnel, it just really fell off a cliff. Hence the cliff. And so we realized if we actually measured our effect on stage 4 or stage 5 pipeline, we would be optimizing ourselves probably out of this ad type pretty quickly. And so that's really what we found. Plus, LinkedIn started making some changes to the ad type that like introduced this other inbox. It's like a promotional inbox. Basically, like all the ads started to go there. So that dropped the open rates.
That I think accelerated it because to your point earlier, like
sure.
we knew the cliff, we knew that there was a cliff. We knew that we were approaching the cliff. And then when that release came out, it was like, we're standing on the edge of this cliff right now.
Yeah, it's like, let's get off of this thing. Yeah,
Yes.
let's get off this ship before like it's fully under the water. And so that's where we're at today. And we're even we're trying to change some of our metrics. So we're looking at stage 4 pipeline and we can optimize to that. And we just implemented something where we should be able to do that. And yeah, it's just going to tell us, hey, incentivized ads probably not the best way into that. So, yeah.